Chris, in your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, start it strong?
Two types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
A little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams.
Oh, did you see that? Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Westbrook with a wide-open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. There should be plenty of fireworks out in the backcourt tonight in this one. Of the guards you played alongside, who is the best combination passer scorer?
Oh, man, Kevin, you put me on the hot seat. That's a tough one. I just got to give everybody
you played with a lot of them,
out.
though, didn't you? Huh?
I know, man. I didn't know it was going to be a test today. I got to go with my boy Rod Strickland when I played with him at the Wizards. I think he's the best finisher ever, and he led the league in assists. My boy Jay Will, shout out to White Chocolate. I mean, he is one of the most creative players I ever played with, but he could shoot it from deep. He was a guy that liked to shoot it from Curry Land, and he could pass it. And then lastly, I'd have to, of course, go with my man Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby could do it all. So I've been blessed to play and fortunate to play with some great scorers and combination passers in this league.
Three terrific names. Irving against Walker. Doncic outside. And it's sent back by George. And the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Walker against Irving. Walker the pass to Doncic. They double him with George to the left side wing. Three-pointer on the way. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Fires from 14, and Bryant gets it to go. Bryant's got his second bucket tonight.
They've come out the locker room. His eyes. 4 for 4 to start the night.
Outside Westbrook. Fires top of the key. And Davis pulls it down.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Bryant outside for George. Pass to Leonard. Over Butler. And it's Leonard missing.
Their first miss after a perfect 4 for 4 start. Still, I really like the game plan they've come out with.
Buries the long-range jumper.
He must have had a good warm-up because he's hot. I mean, he's 3 for 4 already, and we're only getting started.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
Doncic kicks to Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. Here's Bryant. That one's not going to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. From about 19 feet, Westbrook can't get it to go. And, Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
Up top, Doncic. He's guarded by Davis. And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, he's the perfect alley-oop partner. Zion showing the lift about his hands. And then we all know how it ends.
Irving, and Butler sends it back.
You can't throw up weak shots when Butler is around. His shot blocking ability is impressive.
And the dunk by Doncic.
The fast hands of Walker strike again. Got to admire his defensive instinct.
Irving looking over the floor. And stolen by Williamson. And the foul called on ABC. That's his first foul. Charlotte in the lead. George against Doncic. Williamson dishes to Westbrook. Over Bryant. Westbrook, no good.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Bryant passes to Leonard. Hands it from downtown. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
The Hornets trail. Walker against Irving, and stolen by Irving. And good that time. Here's Doncic. He picked up 21 points in their last win against New York. Shots good by Walker.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Irving with it. Now defended by Williamson. Westbrook with the block. Walker against Leonard. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. 6 points for Kemba Walker.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Here's Bryant. Here's Davis. Outside for George. Fires the three. And again, it's Memphis with the three. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Walker with a clean look. Offline with his three. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Irving drives in. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. And there's another one for the Hornets.
For a player the size of Kemba Walker, hitting that jumper becomes crucial. Luckily, that's what he does.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
They've got Harris. Fox is out there with ABC. And there's Gordon. And it's Randall in at center. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Tatum is lanky. I mean, long. I mean, you think you got him defended. He ends up getting to the foul line.
Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
And that one falls for Tatum. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. Here's Gordon. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Outside Tatum. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far.
And And on the drive, Tatum uses long strides rather than elite quickness to get where he wants to go.
Ball against Fox. Free throw line jump shot. The Hornets pull it in. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Graham dishes to Aldridge. To the middle. Teardrop shot. Graham with the bucket. And now a 4-point Hornets lead.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
It's Fox with the drive. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Pass to Holiday. Clock at 6. Over Tatum. The shot by Holiday, no good. Hornets leading by 4. Oh, Griffin in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Randall. Hits the jump hook. League has cracked down C-Webb on flagrants. Players leaving the bench. Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play. If anybody remembers that old play.
The power on that through down.
Wow. Exceptional instincts from the clever guard, Paul. I mean, reading the D, making the right pass.
Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Fox passes to Randall. Over Aldridge. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut back down to 4 points with the basket from Randall.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. And it's Aldridge on the follow. And the Hornets lead by 6.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Fox against Tatum. Fox, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. There's the pass to Irving. On the wing, Bryant. Here's the 3. But they recover it. Another shot, and it's good on the way up. Bryant's got 6.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
1:15 left now here in the second. Doncic feeling it out. And the rejection by Leonard. And finish off by Bryant.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the New York Knicks. Irving against Paul. Inside. Here's Westbrook. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Bryant passes to Davis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Davis. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Walker against Irving. Goes up on the wing, and that's good for 2. 10 points for him. Here is Bryant. He's got 8. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lets it go from the wing, and that one drops.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Walker's shot is off. Fast break, Memphis. Bryant's running. Here's Leonard. Finished off the break. And now just a 1-point Hornets lead.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, that's the one area where they've had an edge, but they've been outworking.
Check for me. Check for me. Cause back then they didn't used to check, but now they invite to my insight. It's an L site, but it feels like